There is this unspoken rule that if you drop your weapon, you gotta get down with it. So what does that exactly mean? Well, it means you gotta do some push-ups. So how this kind of works is, let's say you have your weapon leaning up against the wall, you're holding your weapon, whatever the case is, and somehow it slips out of your hands, falls off the wall, whatever the case is, hits the ground. You're probably gonna hear a bunch of soldiers, giving oohs and ahs kind of a thing, because they know what that means. They hear that sound of that weapon hitting the ground. Soldiers know what that sound sounds like, and they're gonna probably be, saying, get down with it, drop with it. You're gonna hear some people saying this, and it doesn't matter where your rank is. If you're E5, E6, E3, E2, whatever, you drop down, you knock out some push-ups. I mean, sure, probably an officer, maybe a lieutenant probably still would kind of do this little tradition type of thing, but probably not a higher ranking individual, but hopefully they don't get caught up in that situation. They may still honor it, but so what this means is you drop down, you start knocking out some push-ups. You have to do it in a certain way though. You have the rifle laying across your hands. So you're down in the push-up position, the rifle is on top of your hands, and you start knocking out some push-ups. How many push-ups? It may vary. I mean, it's probably maybe 10 push-ups, maybe 20 push-ups. If there's another non-commissioned officer there, someone higher ranking or whatever, they may say knock out 20. 20 is probably one of the more common ones that you'll see someone knocking out if they drop their weapon. So again, not something that's in a code or in some kind of manual that says you have to do this, but it's kind of the honor thing. You got to do it. You treat your weapon with great importance and everything like that, and if it falls on the ground, you gotta start knocking out push-ups. This doesn't matter if you're in basic training, you're at your unit, whatever the case is. This is throughout the Army. I maybe had to do it a couple times. For the most part, you kind of learn your lesson after a while, and you're pretty cautious with your weapon and pretty careful to make sure that thing does not hit the ground. But sometimes mistakes happen, and you just gotta honor it, and you gotta drop down, start knocking out some push-ups. So there you go. Just be aware, if you drop your weapon, be prepared to drop with it and start knocking out push-ups.